App Store games. Name one better feeling. Back in 2011, getting onto your mum's phone and playing all these great games from the App Store. These days, the App Store, it just isn't what it used to be. Filled with ads or other things trying to trick you to pay money just to get rid of the ads. So let's take a trip down memory lane. Now this is in no particular order, but to start off with, we've got Talking Tom. So Talking Tom, the most annoying creature on the internet. He'll just copy whatever you say. Like, you'll say hello, and in a repeating voice, he'll say it back in a squeaky voice. Now, wow, this is annoying right now. Back then, it was the most revolutionary thing, having something that would parrot us, so to speak. I loved Talking Tom as a child. It reminded me of a show called Dogs and Cats. I don't remember what it was called, but I'm sure there'll be some text at the bottom of the screen right now of what it's called. I'll remember it. Next up, we have Paper Toss. Paper Toss was amazing. Whoever just sat on the ground and wanted to just grab a piece of paper, just wanted to scrunch it up and have it land in a bin. I missed. But still, if you ever just wanted to throw it, but you don't have the things around you, boom, here we have Paper Toss. Paper Toss was amazing. It's quite literally just throwing a paper ball into a bin. Sounds boring, but it was a much better idle game than what they are now. Like these. I know, they're awful, but that's what people do whilst waiting. This was the most fun. And now there's Paper Toss Boss, which came out many years ago, but still, it's quite fun because there's bouncy balls, elastic bands, different areas. There's even a stinking grenade. Yeah, that's right, old man. You get blown up. Pocket God. Oh, this one was amazing as a child. Have you ever just wanted to rule the world and just have these own humans against your will? Well, that's what you get in Pocket God. You have these little creatures and they're called pygmies, and you can pick them up, plonk them down, and that's basically all. Oh, except for the hundreds of levels. And there's Charlie. Charlie is a tiger. I know, he's a tiger. I do not understand this, but guess what people used to love to play? Fruit Ninja. You know, chucking up a watermelon, with a knife. You would just chop it up. So it'd have fruit going across the screen, then you just slice it in half. Pretty simple. No, if you don't slice it by the time it gets to the bottom of the screen, then you lose one life. Or if you chop a bomb in half, you lose a life. Now this game has a reasonably simple principle, but this game has come a lot further since then. It's now in VR on the PlayStation and computer. This game was amazing as a child. Cut the Rope. Cut the Rope was amazing. So you had a little creature, I think his name was Om or something, and there'll be candy in the sky. Then you would chop, as simple as the name suggests, you would just cut the rope and the candy would move around. And then you have to get the candy from wherever it started off at to Om. Now, this game was originally just as simple as just cutting the rope and stuff. But then suddenly they introduced bubbles, they introduced gravity. It was an insane game as it went on. There's been multiple sequels since then. There's even one called Cut the Rope Magic. Have you ever just looked up and gone, hey, there's burgers falling out of the sky. Why don't you just make one? That's what Sky Burger was. I don't know what the people were doing in their brains when they made this game, but yes. It's essentially a burger falling from the sky, just different pieces of it. Then you have to make your burger, but you have to fit the requests correctly. This was definitely a game that I played on my mum's iPhone for way too much. And it wasn't just swiping across the screen. You would have to tilt your phone to move over the base of the burger. This game was amazing. Doodle Jump, the ascending platformer. So instead of going across the screen, you went up. And you had to go to different platforms at a time, slowly making your way upwards, and that was basically it. From memory, it was about tilting the screen as opposed to moving your finger across, just like in Sky Burger. Man, Doodle Jump, it got really complicated the higher you went, with obstacles and even some platforms that would break if bounced on twice. Man, I loved Doodle Jump. It was my childhood. Temple Run was a great game, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about its spin-off. No, not Minion Rush, not Jumanji 4D or whatever it's called. We're talking about Subway Surfers. This is amazing. It started off with a dude called Jake. Then you would just swipe left, right, up, down to dodge side to side and jump and duck whilst getting chased by a policeman. But it gets so fast the later you get through. And yeah, you're literally just running away from a policeman trying to do his job, but sometimes when you die, you can kill the policeman with you. Tiny Tower. It was like a pixelated simulation experience where you run your own apartment, tower, hotel type thing. Now, Tiny Tower may sound boring, but man, you could spend hours on it at first, but then it starts to become one of those games where you just wait a couple days and get back to it, and that just isn't as fun. But I remember Tiny Tower, my whole family was in it. My parents, they had a tower that was like 500 levels high, and they were great at it, but not me. I just couldn't. There was even Tiny Death Star, but for some reason that got shut down. And I regret not downloading that one to keep it locked away onto my iPad. But yeah. Jetpack Joyride. This is probably one of my favourite ones on the list. It involves a dude called Barry, and he has entered a laboratory and stolen their experimental jetpack that shoots bullets down underneath it. Then you have to fly and dodge all these lasers that are in a lab and missiles. Like, come on. And then but the bullets, they shoot the lab people. And then there's also an S, an A, and an M, which spells out Sam, which I'm sure you can figure out. And that stands for Strong Arm Machine. You get all those pieces, then you get this almighty powerful band. And then you can also get these little small power-ups, which are not quite small when you get them. You can become a motorbike, a mech. Can't actually remember the rest of them. Angry Birds. Name a better childhood game. I'll wait. Okay, I'm bored. The answer is easily Angry Birds. So, this involved some birds that got angry because some pigs, they stole their eggs. Some green pigs. Not sure what that's about. So then they send the birds, for some reason they can't fly, so then they just think, okay, let's just make a slingshot. And they just fire it at the pigs' bases. Simple as that. Now this game has got so many spin-offs. Like, way too many, including Angry Birds Star Wars. Anyway. Yeah, there's been Angry Birds Star Wars, Angry Birds Rio, Angry Birds Seasons. There's too many to count. Plants vs. Zombies is our final game on the list. Now, it's about, you've got your house, and some zombies are entering your front yard. So, you gotta fight back. How do you do that? No. A gun? Nah. Sword? Nah. Call the police? Nah. Let's just grow some plants to fight them back. Thinking those pea shooters, they're overpowered. And as it goes on, you keep protecting your house from the zombies until, I guess, you win the game. Simple as that. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I still gotta mix it up from the gaming genre, although it's still based on video games, but it isn't quite me actually playing a video game. And I hope you like this setup. Just tell me if you want to see more videos where I'm just talking to the camera like this with this sort of setup. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about that. Technical difficulty. So please like, subscribe, because it'll only take a few seconds of your time to subscribe. I looked at the analytics and there's quite a majority of people who watch my videos that aren't actually subscribed, so please subscribe. It's free and no one's stopping you from not subscribing.